Hi everyone, Bob from Greybeard Models. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to be back. So, if you've seen the title below, you will know that this is the final part of the second Stalwart. And I'm really pleased to get to this because this one has been really good. I've actually quite enjoyed this one, um, and I've managed to go in and do different things. There's inside the armour resin parts which are on there. Um, yeah, I mean it's just it's a nice easy kit. I think when you've built two, the second one's a lot easier. It sort of falls together. You know the sort of the tricks, the parts that you can go through fairly quickly. The next one is here, and that is going to be the one with the Atlas crane. So anyway, without further ado, let's get over to the bench and we'll have a look at the second build of the Stalwart. Right, so before we start putting all the detail in the cab, it's a good idea to get the rear wall of the cab fitted. So get that fitted and square, and that's your fixed point. That's the datum, if you like. And then while that's setting, it's a good idea to then put the sides in and get the sides lined up and square to the back. And then once all that is done, you then get the front in and get that all lined up. And as you can see here, I've used some Tamiya tape to sort of line all of that up and make sure that's all in place. And of course then you can put the roof on and give that get that all in place and make sure that fits. And as you can see, everything is going together nicely, and you can then sort of work from here to get all of the parts in place and ready to go. So you know that that's all going to go well. So you can then take all of this off and work from there. So take all of the sides off, take the front off, and then start putting on all the parts inside. Right, so we've got all the detail stuff in the cab. I'm going to try and bring this up to the camera and hopefully you can see more detail. As you can see, you've got the radio in there and the instrument panel. Now there's I don't know if you can really see it, there's a part that comes off of the instrument panel, goes up there. That's the window heater, I think, that goes up to there. Oh, sorry about that, but there's a lot of detail in there. On this particular version, I've decided to put all three seats in. Radios in, the controls for the water propulsion unit is there. They're the control rods that go from those two levers in there. Very, very difficult to sort of get in there and show you all the details, but I think you'll find, you'll agree with me, I think that radio is a hell of a lot better, and I think the instrument panel looks a hell of a lot better from using the resin parts from Inside the Armour. I think they look really, really cool. I really do. The steering column's in now. I haven't put the steering wheel in yet. What I did was fit all the parts inside the cab and then take the cab walls back in place, because what I didn't want to do was all of a sudden find that nothing fitted. but yeah, so that they all sort of fit in there nicely. I'm really quite pleased with that. The next thing to do is really start thinking about putting the walls of the cab together. So before I go any further with that, we'll have another look at the next plan, which is to actually use ITA's Alvis Stalwart windows, wipers and masks. Now I think that what I can do with this, my thoughts are, is to actually fit the windows into the sides and to the front and the windscreen wipers before I fit all of that onto the body, because I'm pretty convinced now that they all fit nicely. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to get back to the bench, clear all this stuff, and we'll have a look at fitting the windows and the windscreen wipers. Right, so opening the ITA and wipers in there, so that's going to be fun. Probably windscreen masks are there. And these are the acetate sheets to replace the kit windows. So, right, so we got a fair bit of progress done. All the windows are masked up with the ITA 3 mask set, and the windows are the ITA 3 windows. Everything else is ready. Just got to put the roof on the cab, which is the one that I've used to with the replacement grills from ITA 3. So the roof basically has got to go into position. Go on. There you go. And then that can go into position, and that's all done. And then get the hatch covers on, and then we're pretty much done on the top half. The underside, obviously got to put the wheels on and do a bit of weathering and stuff like that, a little bit of that, but we'll get on and do that. This can come off while we're still messing about, and it'll be one of the last things to go on. That and the exhaust mesh over here, and this particular version has only got one exhaust pipe, and that's the one, if I find the if I can find it, there it is. Right, it's option C in your songbook. Okay, so Stalwart number 2, and pretty much finished, and a bit of weathering on it. So what have I used? So I've used the ITA 3 Inside the Armour resin parts, which is the tops there of the grills there. Fire extinguishers I've used. All the detail inside the cab. I'll add a still of those that I took before I put all the body of the cab on. The wheels are the kit parts. Everything back here pretty much is a kit part. I didn't bother with the Inside the Armour tools on the inside there, mainly because I didn't really see the point, couldn't see them. Inside the Armour exhaust mesh was put on there, and that's pretty much it, apart from, what else have we got? Underneath we've got, let's lift this up. So the headlight shields, they're the resin parts from Inside the Armour, and the water propulsion unit ejector points, or ejection flutes, or whatever they're called, flues, at the back there, they're all the Inside the Armour resin as well. So there's a lot of Inside the Armour stuff in there. Of course, there's the boiling vessel inside the cab, which is a good part as well. And all in all, that's it. That's number 2 of the Stalwarts. Number 3 of the Stalwarts, which I'm starting pretty much immediately, is going to have the Atlas crane kit from Inside the Armour on it. So if you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that one. So that's it. I hope you like it. I'll put some stills on after this. I hope you like it. This was great fun to build. Really is a good kit to build. So I really have to say to Airfix, it's not a bad kit. There's some little things, you know, little niggly things that it could have done. They could have done better. But you could say that about everything, really. But anyway, thanks for looking in. Please leave comments below, and if this is your first look into the channel, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. See you later. Bye for now.